Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Chosen One Frequency. Welcome in, welcome in. This is my very first live stream since my family suffered a great loss. My mom laid her husband of 38 years to rest this past weekend, and I've had to clean my energy. I've had to come back to my own inner oneness. I've had to almost gather my own self after our losses. How you doing, Jacob? Good morning. So I'm I'm finally back live. I know it's been a lot, but I've been dealing with a lot on the family side. So just hoping to get back to me, get back to what I do and how I do things. So welcome in, welcome in. I'm giving everybody some time. Welcome to the Chosen One Frequency. Good morning, Delphina. How are you? Thank you for tapping your screen. Thank you. Hey, Delphina. How are you this morning? Are you? Hey, Delphina. It says Delphina Oliver. Let's see. Where are you in the world, Delphina? Where are you in the world? I'm getting the panel ready so that you guys will be able to join here in 1 second. There we go. I think the panel is up. It's more of an invisible panel. It'll be a panel of 8, like usual. So you guys feel free to join. Feel free to join. Like usual. So you guys feel free to join up. Definitely support the stream, share the stream, comment, like the stream. Just really follow the directions that are on the board, and that'll get anyone on the panel that is ready to participate in the show. Wise, good morning. Good morning, Wise. How are you? Good morning, everybody. The stream just started, so everyone, like TikTok, it takes a little bit of time for them to start to send the traffic for the show to start. But for everyone out there, um, hello, hello, hello. Tell me where you guys are from. Thank you for tapping the screen for me. Tell me where you're from. Yay, it's Princess. Thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It helps the algorithm push it to other high vibrational people. I appreciate that. If you are ready for the show to start, all you have to do is request up after following the instructions on the board. You guys feel free to request up to join the conversation and to join the show. You guys are the show. I don't know if you guys know that, but the show starts when you guys participate. Okay, yay, it's Princess. She's liking the stream. Okay, I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. It says, yay. Yes, Princess, your lovely psychic inbox me for reading prices. Oh, this is going to be pretty amazing. Yes, Princess. I'm going to go ahead and send you the invite. Let's talk. How are you? I have a couple questions for you. You have so much experience.
I'm
Hi.
doing good. I wasn't
You're doing
expecting to
good?
come up here.
Oh, you were just supporting in the comments. I didn't mean to drag you up here.
No, it's okay. I decided to because it's funny because I literally just blocked Oracle, refreshed my page, and you were like the first thing that popped up on my For You page. So I felt the line to come up here. I might as well help support.
Oh, that's perfect. So, I guess I want to tell you exactly what I do here. I read your profile, so I kind of know a little bit about you.
What?
But I created what is called the chosen one condition report. So when I go live, that is literally what I do. And I've talked to all types of people, psychics, tarot, uh, practitioners of all types around the world. And basically, I created something that helps people get to know themselves, get to know their own shadows, their own tests that are probably in their aura or vibration. And it's really quick. Would you like to see how it works?
Yeah, actually, I do. That's interesting.
Okay, so all it needs is your birthday, and that's literally how it gets started. So for everyone listening, some people know me already. I've been doing this for a little while, but since you are brand new, you're going to see how it works in real time.
Okay. Okay, so my birthday is May 7th, 2007, and I was born at 3:30 a.m.
2007, so May 7th, 2007. So it's not so evolved to get our birth charts yet, but I'm still working through things. But your report is ready. It'll be quick. You'll see how it is, and you'll get to see it like with your own eyes too. So I'm gonna pin something on your screen, so make sure like in there you put, hey, I was on the panel and I want my condition report. So you'll be able to see it. And this is literally something that I created. So I guess it's never been created before. People think I invent things. Sure, maybe I invented this as a tool of technology, but not the concept, not the practice or anything of that. So I don't take any credit for that stuff. But are you ready to hear your condition report? Oh, I think you muted yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the link you gave me, I put how do I get my report, and they say stay present and interact.
Yep. So all you got to do is like keep tapping your screen like crazy, like you were.
Okay.
So tap your screen, tap your screen. Okay. So for yeah, it's Princess. This morning, the morning field is from 6 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. She's a Taurus with a life path number 3. She's an earth element. The moon is in a waxing crescent. So look for that tonight. And your report is this transmission offers a grounded view of your current stance, with Taurus setting the tone and the 3 life path structure underneath. Congruence matters more than speed. The emphasis here is on self respect and clean visibility. Alignment holds when limits are honored without explanation. Your boundaries feel supportive, not restrictive. Warmth with boundaries keep your energy clean. So begin with alignment, but not accommodation. You have a shadow and a test. And a shadow, I just call it like a shadow, but we can refer to it as negativity or negative energy or even lower vibration. Okay. And this is for you, about you. It's not even general. It's literally specific to you. And it's called the role clinger. And this pattern holds onto outdated roles for safety. And the test is called the self definition test. And it's ambiguity test clarity of identity. Your emotion here is called quiet determination. So release one role that no longer fits you and let identity update through action. And you have a support kit. So the software and the program that I built, it helps you strengthen your own shadow and defeat it, basically. And your support kit includes crystals, scents, and micro actions. So do you like crystals at all?
I do.
So hematite, obsidian, and moss agate, they reinforce internal structure so you don't get pulled off center. So if you have those, use those for energy clearing, balance, and meditation, maybe a spiritual bath of some sort, and you will literally you'll become immovable in a sense. And if you like incense, candles, or essential oils, sandalwood, vetiver, and cedarwood, they signal safety, steadiness, and reliability to the nervous system. So that'll
Wow.
actually help you defeat pretty much any shadow this morning or any test. And then do one boring step you've been avoiding, um, because it unlocks the rest. And then turn off one noise source and keep it off for 30 minutes, and that'll build steadiness through completion instead of overthinking. And that's your chosen one condition report for this morning.
Wow. That's great. You're fantastic. Um, First and
Any feedback for
foremost,
me? Yeah.
I love the confidence. I love the grounding, definitely, because
Yeah.
this is not an easy thing to do at all. And I felt aligned. I felt as this is true. Majority of the characteristics that is aligned to my birth date is actually true because I do my research. I'm
Okay.
supposed to be a gatekeeper, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, that's not unfortunately, but I prefer to be a healer, or some people call themselves witches, but
Yeah.
gatekeeper is just fine.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. And that means that you are definitely becoming stronger in your consciousness. You know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, and you're in line to what you do. And I love that for you.
Thank you so much. So, a lot of people ask me like, how did I build it? It was built on Christmas Eve. Like that was like the version 1.0 that was released. And I wanted to help people through their inner work journey as I've been ascending, in my own vibration, in my own levels of consciousness.
Right.
And it's technically, this is for people. It's less about me and more about everyone who is aligned. And to me, I think we're connected as beings. So I believe that if I can help someone even a little bit, then I've like done like my soul work. So
Right.
you coming here, you being aligned, you receiving it, and you knowing about yourself, all of that openness lets me know that I've done something that I was supposed to do as well. So
Right.
thank you so much, not only for participating, but all of these live streams. They're new. They're new. They're kind of random, and like the world doesn't know me yet. The world doesn't know what I do. So they're hearing this in real time. I post the replays on YouTube so that other people in the future will be able to uh, learn and hear all that's happening on these live streams. How long have you been a practitioner?
Well, just to say, I don't know if I call myself a practitioner because I don't like to limit myself. So no
Oh
label, no
yeah.
limit. But I would say since eighth grade, maybe like 10 years, about a decade.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you have been in your awareness and your consciousness for a
A
decade.
while. Yeah. It was a lonely journey, but now that I'm on the same frequency as people like you, it feels more warm, it doesn't feel cold all the time and foggy. So keep
Yeah,
doing
it's
what you're
not as
doing.
lonely. It's a
Please.
lonely journey. I found that out.
Yes. But
And
that means the mass of people like us, the wake is enlarging, and that's people like you and I, but you mainly because you're doing a very good job right now.
yeah,
It needs to continue because
yeah.
it can continue to be lonely. But um I have no problem helping you, and I will follow you. I love your energy. You feel good.
Thank you. I
And
really do appreciate that. Yeah, drop a heart me. That's how you stay connected. Whenever I live stream, you'll be able to like VIP streamline right in here and just not only participate because I saw your energy through the screen. Like I can see all the taps. When I click on your name, I was seeing the taps going up so fast. I'm like, it's up to almost 4,000. I'm like, wait a
yeah.
minute. That's amazing.
Well, listen, I'm here to help, but I'm gonna drop down to give someone else the opportunity that needs it, okay?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your participation.
No problem.
So everyone listening, that was it's Princess. She received her chosen one condition report. I do them for free on the live stream, of course. So anyone is welcome to come up. All you have to do is literally engage with the stream, share the stream, comment where you're from in the world. I like to know where people are from. I've talked to people from all over the planet, and that is incredible to me to be able to press a button and go live and talk to people in Australia, and I'm in the Midwest, to talk to people on the other side of the world in Africa, in pretty much every continent. And all of that stuff is incredible. And people are aligned spiritually worldwide. It's not unique to any location. And I feel incredible to be able to interact with everyone in the world. This is a dream come true for me. So I'm always grateful. I'm always in my humility whenever I live stream. So feel free, anyone watching, anyone listening, feel free to come up. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. You're pretty much going to learn about yourself. I built this program because it's what I needed when I was awakening in my own spiritual journey. And I wanted to think about what I needed first so that I can help someone else, because I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly what I needed, but I didn't have a place to turn to, a safe place to go. I couldn't ask any questions. And it was just me. It was me and my thoughts. It was me and my notes. It was me and my journal. And I was like, wait a second, maybe I can create something that I needed that'll actually help other people. It's real. It's unique. It's new. So if anyone wants to know where they can find it, the demo is live. It's real, and I'm gonna post it here in 1 second so that you guys can actually pull it up on your phones. If you see what popped up on your screen right there, that is a 5-minute countdown. It is a poll, but it tells you where the live demo lives. So you can literally go to it right now or after the stream, or favorite it or bookmark it. The demo shows you a sneak peek of what I see when I do the chosen one condition report. It's not full featured like the one that I have and the one that I use and upgrade and build upon, but it is pretty robust as it is. It's pretty accurate as it is. And it's at webmastereric.github.io/chosen-1-condition-report. And you'll be able to see what I see. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's Princess. You are so supportive. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So the poll will be up for the next 4 minutes, everyone. So in that 4 minutes, feel free to screenshot it when you click on it. Screenshot that so that you can go visit it, so that you can actually see it. You can play around with it, put your birthday, someone else's birthday. It's not solely based upon birthdays. It's not solely based upon the zodiac. It's based upon where the sun is, where the moon is, natural law, cosmic law. It's based on so many things, but mostly emotional patterning is part of it, right? There's 27 human emotions, and we go through pretty much all of them every day, most days anyways. So there's so many elements to it, but I wanted to break through the algorithm a little bit and change the frequency. I scroll too. I scroll on Instagram, or TikTok, Facebook, everything. LinkedIn mostly, because I try to stay professional. But when I'm scrolling through the algorithm, it gets dark, it gets negative, and we go down these rabbit holes. And when people are scrolling, I want them to scroll and find something good for once. I want them to scroll and find something more calm, something more soothing, something better for their souls and their spirits and their journey, instead of feeding the lower vibration within themselves. That's at least what I call it. If you like to argue, you're going to find arguments. If you like to have contentious banter. You're going to find whatever your little heart desires on these apps. And I'm hoping that people searching for knowledge of self, who are doing the inner work, who have ascended into a higher vibration version of themselves, I'm hoping they find this stream so that they can receive the gift of knowledge of themselves. And I'm just doing my small part to help on that journey. Hi, Dirty Diana. That's an interesting name. I actually love the song by The Weeknd called Dirty Diana. He can really sing. Premortal Goddess. That is quite the name. Thank you so much for joining. In solidarity, peace, love, and healing for Cambodia. Wow. What a cause. What brings you to the stream? Hi. I love your page. I'm gonna drop a follow to everyone that follows me back. Definitely, I follow everyone that follows me back on the streams. Green O's and ones of gratitude. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. I appreciate you, Delphina Oliver. Hey, so thank you guys for joining. Uh, are you willing to come up to the panel, Premortal Goddess? Because your page has you're pretty awake. It's pretty obvious to me. In one click, a half a scroll, I saw everything that I would need to see. I'd see a high vibrational person. I can spot you guys online easily. I can tell the people that are doing the work. It's so obvious. You guys stand out. Hi.
Hi. How are you this morning?
Thank you for coming up. Are you willing to get your chosen one frequency report? Of course, it's free.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so just tap the screen for me, and then tell me your birthday.
Oh, revealing ancient wisdom here now. October 9th, 1970.
October 9th, 1970.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, 10, 9. We are forever young. So yes, it is indeed ancient wisdom, but I truly believe that age is just a construct, just like time. So we don't really know how old or young we are, in my opinion of things.
I agree with you.
We
It's
have
just
no idea what time
but when
really
you get
is,
up
right?
here in my age, baby, let me tell you. It takes a lot of convincing sometimes.
You are right there. So here is yours. It said this report captures the current interaction between your drive and the field. This is the morning field from 6 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. When clarity leads, output becomes sustainable. Present conditions around you stabilize through boundary integrity and embodied pacing. So choose accuracy over reassurance for yourself today. Avoid over processing simple information. Boundaries work best when they're embodied. So choose accuracy over acceleration. And your shadow, which I call negativity or lower vibration of self, your shadow is called the fear mind. And this pattern builds worst case futures and treats them as inevitable, even though they do not exist yet. And the test is called the patience trial, where progress slows to reveal how you handle delay. And your emotions here are called the emotional alertness. So name the fear without obeying it and let reality provide evidence before reacting. And do you like crystals at all? Do you use crystals at all?
Yes, I do.
Um, Apophyllite, kyanite, and howlite support mental clarity communication, and cognitive balance. What about essential oils, candles, and incense?
I'm an herbalist. Yes.
Oh, yes. So, clary sage, tea tree, and lavender are your favorites here. They'll help you name what's true and let the rest drop. Your micro actions are speak the truth in one sentence with no extra context, and then turn off input. So, music and podcasts for 15 minutes this morning, and that'll reduce noise so your intuition and logic can cooperate. And that is your chosen one condition report for this morning.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you for participating. So, how
You're
did you come
welcome.
into your awakening?
Um. Well, it's kind of a different scenario for me. I wasn't raised in the indoctrination process. I was raised outside of it with my parents, and so I was never really part of the whole indoctrination system in America, like most people are.
Wow.
So that was definitely a blessing. And looking at seeing people waking up nowadays, and it's like so refreshing to see everybody coming into stepping into their own and just embracing everything. It's beautiful. I love it so much.
No, that is amazing. So we all have a different journey. So when you said you weren't part of the indoctrination process, and America indoctrinates us into everything, and it's all
Yes.
divisive and bad. And we can talk about school, religion. It
Hmm.
literally goes through the gamut. So when you say you weren't part of that system, I immediately said, "Wow, that's beautiful." Because how does one escape it in America? You have to have a quite the cocoon of love and family and a pretty wholesome environment to even for the indoctrination to not reach you. It's pretty incredible to even hear you say that. So one, that's amazing. So I'm pretty sure you have a great support system.
Yes, I had wonderful parents that were not. I guess they were part of it, but they broke free from it. I don't know at what point in their lives that they decided to separate themselves, but they did. I'm the youngest of 10 children,
Wow.
and they definitely let us. They didn't put us into any school indoctrination or any school systems. They didn't put us in any Christian or religious systems. Um,
Wow.
we grew our food, um, so we weren't getting bad food put in our bodies. You know, we weren't allowed too excessive sugars or
Yeah.
processed foods, any of that stuff. You know, water was a thing. You know, when other people were
Yeah.
drinking high content sugar products and eating a lot of high sugar stuff, we didn't have. I didn't know what that was.
Wow.
So
So that means you've been operating at a high vibration since early in your life.
yeah, since I was
Um,
born, pretty much.
Wow, that is truly incredible. So you said you're a naturalist or an herbalist. So how did you get into that?
Again, again, great parents.
Oh
My
wow, thank you, the
great
parents.
parents.
Yes, parents.
Yeah, I had great parents. So my teaching process was out in the back field, going out there, planning our food, tending to our animals, cleaning, doing how to make our own soaps, how to make our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
So holistic.
laborious,
Everything is
very
natural.
holistic. Yeah, very holistic and very set aside from what everybody else was doing, even
Yeah.
though it was easier. When people had when microwaves came out, everybody was putting microwaves in their house, and I would
Yeah.
ask my mom, can we get a microwave? No.
No, she didn't want that frequency in the
No,
house.
we're not eating irradiated foods.
She did
No.
not want
Right.
those waves
Exactly.
causing harm to not just your spirit, your mind, but your literal body, your actual
Right.
body, your
Yeah.
human vessel.
Yeah. So my mom was a mambo. I don't know if you're familiar with that term. It's a voodoo high priestess, and my dad was a druid high
Oh
priest
wow.
collection.
I
And
am familiar with the terms. Keep going.
okay, and so I was raised so outside, basically understanding the whole crystals and
Mm-hmm.
energy and frequency,
Yeah.
sound. the meridians, our auras, our chakras,
Yes.
how to take care of our light bodies as well as our physical bodies. Um, it was all a huge thing, you know?
So you have been aware. I've always known that the high vibrational beings. I call those like celestial at this point because it's so divine that it's beyond comprehension to me. But
Hmm.
I've known that there are high vibrational beings living amongst us. I've known my entire life. I've
Yes.
always known. I've always felt the energy. I've always seen it, but I could never put a name to it. And I these aren't conversations that are held outwardly. These are truly, truly private, more intimate, more deeply spiritual and personal conversations. So we
Yes.
can't even have these conversations with everyone. Everyone's not strong enough, aware enough, awake enough, etc. for this. But just hearing you speak, you understand the universe. You were
Hmm.
given, think about just your parents. Think about just your parents and maybe even how they met. You were given in a cocoon of the universe
Hmm.
from birth and you were raised in it. And just hearing you, I'm over here like I'm shaking a little bit. I'm like, wait a second. This is too perfect because I wanted the frequency to reach someone like you all. I wanted to be able to speak to you all because I've always known that you exist. Do you guys, I know you probably live a little bit outside of society, but when you interact with people, can you feel their vibration?
Absolutely. Yeah, the vibration of the people that we're around, the vibration of the place that we're going in or around we even do it to the point of where we do the longitude and latitude
Yeah.
to see if that's a place where for you to grow at, or if that's a place that's going to
Yeah. If it's
create
safe
a lot
enough.
of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's going to be chaotic for your energy or not, if it's a
Yeah.
match for your energy. So we take it all the way to levels that, and I've been looking for someone like you, which is funny that you say that. And I know you're a beautiful young person, and I love that so much. Let me tell you, it is so hard to find someone on TikTok that comes across your FYP that is on that level, and even if they haven't gotten to that point of ascending themselves, but they're
Yeah.
open to receive it, and
Yeah.
they're open to learn and experience things with someone else, and share and continue to share that information and keep going and growing. People think that, oh, I've gotten to this point and I'm good. I'm done. No, you're not. You're never done. This is a
Yeah.
lifelong process. You're here for a time, and it's going to be lesson after lesson after lesson over and over and over.
Well, I'm happy you found me, but I was afraid. My journey has been it's been quite the journey, but mostly I was afraid of my own success, so I would never put myself out there.
Hmm.
Because I feel like I foresaw things and it scared me because why can I see it? Why do I know? Why do other people know? How can they speak this into my existence and I don't know? So I was more afraid. I was afraid. I was so afraid. I keep saying afraid because I know myself very well.
Hmm.
And I was afraid that everything that I knew was real. I was afraid that everything that I wrote down, everything that I saw, it was all real. And I had to get over my own self. And once I got
Hmm.
past my own fear mind, my own shadow, and I was
Hmm.
able to, I claimed my birthright a couple of years ago. I
Okay.
think it was about 2017. And when I claimed my birthright in front of my family in the way that I did it, I was able to ascend to a level that I've never known.
Mm.
Because I wasn't taught, I wasn't groomed, I wasn't nurtured in this way. Everything was just unfamiliar. So I would even second guess the truth, even though it was right in front of me. All of the signs, all the symbols, everything was there. And I'm still like, apprehensive.
Yeah.
So when I started to launch the frequency, that's what I call it when I go live. I'm just launching the frequency. Everyone came to me. I made a post and other high vibrational beings said, "Hi, I'm here." And they told me where they were in the world. And I was like, wait a minute, this is too incredible. So I got afraid again. I was like, wait, I found them. Now what? We're talking. Now what? And then I started creating the program to try to help people. And it just so happens that you all, everyone that joins, everyone that's already attuned, everyone that's already awake and aware to all the things in the universe, you guys started showing up, and it's no longer scary. Now I have a little bit of confidence, and I say a little bit because it's truly surreal still.
Oh yeah.
Because all of this for me has been since Christmas Eve. That's not that long ago.
No, it's not.
It's only been a
But
couple
look
of
how that
weeks.
worked out for you. Look how that worked, though. You see that?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
And like when you said you do the latitude and longitudes, like I'm in the big city, so I was never like I started off indoctrinated, of course, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't rebel against the indoctrination. I just knew it wasn't true. It
Right.
just felt programmatic. It felt forced, and then it was like, why am I being forced? All of these negative frequencies that threw me off, and it took me to isolate myself to find my frequency. And
Mm-hmm.
this is my frequency. When I'm alone, I am always calm. I'm always peaceful. There's literally no negativity in my environment because I don't allow it. Because
Oh
I
yeah.
can feel deeply other people, maybe even empathically. And that's scary a little bit because I can see it on people. I can hear it.
Yes.
Not even 5 sentences, and I'm like, okay, where is my amethyst? Where's my black tourmaline? Is it charged? Because I don't want that energy.
Yes.
um, and it was scary for me because remember, I'm awakening to it. I'm still ascending, so everything
Yes.
is new to me. So I'm absorbing all of these different things. I had to cleanse my own energy in order to go live today because of some of the things I've gone through just in the last couple of days with my own family. There's been some generational curses being broken, and
Mm.
there was an event that triggered that, and I'm still processing that event. So thank you. One, thank you for being here. And two, it's almost as if you all know me. Like, think about
Yes.
how that feels for me. I'm in a cocoon, right? Of people who understand me, and my eyes are starting to be crept open. And you guys are like, have been in it most of your lives. Everyone's 10 years, 15, 20 years into this. And I'm over here like, it's been a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks for me, and it's been life changing every moment of it. So, how did you guys know? Like like you, for example, how did you know that this is what is needed?
When you popped up on my FYP, and I normally just scroll past most lives because I know it's a lot of repetitive stuff on here, and people are kind of stagnant, and they're just repeating the same things over and over and over. And immediately, I got a little tingle in my head, and I was like, "Huh." And so I went ahead and tapped on it, and I'm like, "Let me listen." And you were just starting, so I'm like, "That's interesting." That's so interesting because I'm catching him right at the beginning
Yep.
before he
Yep.
even talks about anything.
Yep. I hadn't
Before
even
there's any
spoken
type
yet.
of,
I was.
yeah, you hadn't even spoken about any details of what you're doing or anything. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I see that. I see what you're saying. So it was divine timing, baby. It was divine timing.
Yeah, it was.
It
So
was.
I think October 24th on my page. So I am really a real person. I don't actually hide behind the screen. On my live stream, I care more about the frequency being
Mhm.
at the forefront instead of me as a person. I'm a little shy, but not really. I'm on my actual page. I posted something and I was asking for chosen ones. I wanted to meet them and see them because I've been around two or three in my life, but it was in those moments. It didn't last outside of those moments. And I'll never forget the like residual energy that I kept from being in their presence. It was so divine. It was so powerful that I'm like, wait a minute, where are you? Come back. I need you. We have to like do something. We have to build something. We have to create something because divine energy is so potent that I can't really describe it other than to say, we are the forces of nature that interject into all of this brokenness in the world.
Yes.
I see it every day. I hear it. I hear it every single day, even on TikTok. I have friends and family members that are on these platforms and they're arguing, they're fighting about opinions that don't really matter, honestly. It won't help anybody. They're not helping anybody or themselves. They're kind of just going in that spiral of negativity. And I think it's programmed. So I'm trying to detox that frequency and interject the higher vibration into the algorithm, because that's what this is. We're all on the internet. We're actually participating in the algorithm. I'm just trying to give it
Yes.
something better
That is so true.
with
Very
you
well said.
guys' help, though, because it's not just me. It's us as a collective.
Yes.
So like you being here, like as soon as I clicked on your page, I just smiled and said, "Wow, it is real. It is real."
Yes,
Being
it's
parents
real.
of a druid, how is that?
Scary. It was scary.
They know you more than you know yourself.
Yes. And my mom did spankings. My dad didn't. He would use magic as punishment.
Yeah.
And so he would let in interdimensional beings and have them come communicate with us. And let me tell you, interdimensional beings don't look so pretty all the time.
No, they don't.
They can freak you out, and they do freak you out because you don't know where they're coming from, and you don't know what they look like, and when
We
they
call
come and
them
go.
aliens, but
Well,
you and
yeah,
I know them as interdimensional for sure.
that's right. They're interdimensional. People call them aliens, but we know that they're not alien
Yeah,
because
we
they've
know that
been
they're
there
not
before,
alien.
and they keep coming. They're not new to this world that we're in, to this 3D world that we're existing in
They'll be
currently.
here after us. They've been here before us,
Yes,
and
yes,
nothing's going to change it, regardless of if people are aware or unaware.
that's right. That's right. People don't think about that on that level. I don't know why people are so consumed with the idea that this is a one world when it is
Yeah.
many worlds in one.
It's the conditioning. It's the indoctrination. It's so heavy. It's such a thick fog that I thought that I was some sort of neurodivergent. I was like, why can I see things? Why am I aware of things that no one around me in my environments? They're kind of looking at me like, well, how do you know that? When people would speak on spiritual things and we would have this sort of dialogue, they'd say, well, Eric, how do you know? And I'm like, I can confirm it in my spirit. That's how I know.
Yes.
It's a certain level of knowledge that I call it ancestral wisdom, where I didn't teach myself this. This was given to me. It was sort of downloaded. And when I arose, I would just write in my journal and I would think, and then I would just create, because I'm more of a creator. Like I like to bring it to life. I don't want to create it and it's like in my mind. I want to create it and show you a physical manifestation of what I created.
Yes.
And that's kind of what this is. So like when I made the Chosen One frequency report, it's a real thing. So when people say it's mysticism or Kabbalah or all these other things, I say, well, I created a software program.
Right.
So to them, they're like, wait, it's scientific, it's mathematic. Yes, but it's also divine. It's not just software. It's divine because I used my spirit. I prayed about this. I meditated for days. There were so many things that occurred before this was created. And then I even want to share this with you. So my mom lost her husband on Christmas Day. I was creating this on Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. So when I say I was literally up all night, My mom lives in Minnesota. I live in Chicago. So think about the distance. And I had no idea she lost her husband until December 27th. So things were happening in the universe, in my family, in spirit, in nature that I had no awareness of while I was creating this. And I released it on Christmas Day, like the website, the little demo. And here we are weeks later. I'm still live streaming about it. I'm still talking about it. And I still can't believe everything that transpired because it's real. None of it was a joke. None of it, maybe coincidence. Some people maybe it's coincidence.
No such thing as
Don't
coincidence.
think it's a coincidence. I think it's in sync with divine timing. That's the only way I can describe it.
It's divine timing. There's no such thing as a coincidence.
And then I have a friend who is she's a hoodoo practitioner. She would consider herself a naturalist or a ritualist, and she does rituals all the time. And she was praying for me specifically. I think I asked her to pray for me, but she prays for me anyway. And she was telling me while I was creating this, keep in mind, I've been creating this up all night, Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. And this is what was born from it. This was born from those prayers, the rituals. This was born from meditation and things of that nature. So I'm still new. I'm still I'm afraid a little bit because you all have validated not just it, but me in a sense that it's divine. I can't even claim real dominion because I feel so new. I feel like a baby in spirit almost.
Yeah.
Like I'm almost humbled in your presence.
Claim it. Claim it. You did this. You are a creator, not just a creative, but a creator. You took a thought and brought it in and gave birth to it.
That is so powerful. I'm receiving it in real time. So pardon me. I'm just receiving it. That's what I was afraid of.
That's a beautiful thing. You know how rare that is. You know, we know as women, we can physically create and bring life into existence.
Yes.
So when you take that same principle and apply it to the spiritual, and which is akin to the mind.
Yes.
And you know how to take that thought, which is the fastest moving thing that exists in the universe, is thought. Thought exists first before they say people, even though science says light travel is faster. No, it doesn't. Thought is first.
Yes.
Thought travels faster than anything in the universe. So you took that thought and you gave birth to that thought and manifested it out of yourself into something real in the 3D world. You are a god.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I didn't realize the power that I possessed because it wasn't taught to me. So think about it. I'm coming into my own power in real time on a daily basis before I was ever aware that this is what was happening. So my mind has been moving faster than all the physical manifestations. And I'm over here praying and saying, wait a second, I'm meditating. I'm finding my highest vibration. I'm like, where I'm tapping into a source that I didn't know existed within me.
That's right.
Because I wasn't taught. So it was so divine that it was just inside of me. Maybe it was laying dormant, but that's why I call it ancestral wisdom, because it was given to me. I didn't know where it came from. So it had to have come from my ancestors because I didn't give it to myself. I didn't birth myself. And when I asked my mom, because I showed it to my mom and she was amazed, but to her, she said I would do amazing things anyway. So she was more like, she didn't know what I would create, what I would do, what I would build. She was like, son, we just give you the space to let you come into your own awareness. And whatever you do, we know that it'll be great. Just put yourself out there. And I refused. My whole life, I just refused. I was like, I'm not putting myself out there. I'm just going to go to work like everyone else. I'm going to, I didn't want to create anything. And then I was on vacation for 2 weeks at the end of the year, and I had nothing but time to like not focus on work or anyone or anything else, just create what I wanted to create. And that's how this was born, with that thought. So one, thank you for recognizing it. But two, I'm still not fully aware of everything that I did because it's happening so fast. Like, think about, I'm talking to you right now.
Yes.
This is already incredible. I didn't realize that all the high vibrational beings exist. No one's been hiding. That's the part that's surreal. Everyone is like, no, we use apps too. We go to work too.
Yeah.
We drive around too. We eat at restaurants. So I'm like, so you guys are not only real. Why haven't I got so many questions, right? Why haven't we decided to reveal it? Because no one believes, but then everyone believes it at the same time. It's crazy.
It's about so we know that we can call it source, right?
Yep.
Source or your ancestral wisdom that exists within you. Let's say connected to your double helix DNA.
Mm-hmm.
That we know when it's time. And you're part of that too. Okay.
Yeah.
You know when it's time. You knew during that free time that you had where you was not caught in the chaos loop of work, go to work, clock in, clock out, lunch, go in, clock out.
Yep.
That whole repetition ritual thing with work and society.
Yeah.
You had 2 weeks off, and source and spirit saw that, he has a moment of silence. Let us go ahead and give him some information and move with him so he can give birth to what we need. To bring in the collective to him and help awaken him and bring him up in his ascension process.
Wow. And I give these away for free. It was meant to be free. It was never meant to cost, because I didn't want any barriers. I wanted people coming into their awakening. I tried to infuse me into it a little bit and say, hey, I needed this when I was awakening. I needed it. And so me giving it shouldn't have any barriers, because there were no barriers when I created it. From the thought to creating it, it was like lightning. It was faster than the speed of light, because think about it in this way. I have no idea how to build an app. I'm saying that on a live stream because it's true. So how did I build it? How did I build something that I had no idea how to build? That's how I know that it was divine.
You awakened the God within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was working.
You're not charging for this part of it. Let me tell you, you're not charging for this part of it. But this is your catalyst, okay? This is your catalyst. This is gonna shoot you straight through.
Yeah.
You're going to go back on this, and you're going to see where this has been your catalyst to get you where you need to be. You're gonna end up leaving that job. You're gonna end up working for yourself and building apps and software to help other people, and you will be charging, and you will be making an astronomical amount of money.
So Primordial, that's where my fear came from, because before, I think it was December 22nd when I knew that I was going to have like 13 or 15 days off, and that and it got extended. I won't have to go back to work for another 10 or 11 days from now. So I've literally become some sort of software developer after never doing it ever before in my life. In my life. Beautiful. I'm not that young. I'm 38, but like, I've never done it before. And now I'm doing it like an expert amongst experts.
That's so
with no training, with no knowledge before this. And when I created this, and I was like, wait a second, what else can I create? Who can I help? Because that's the only thing I ever wanted to do, was help just help one person, like physically be able to help them. And I found that the collective, not us per se, but everyone that's unawake, everyone that's in the program loop, everyone that's in the destructive cycle, um, because of indoctrination specifically, they need help. They need to be delivered from it. They can't see.
No.
They're unaware. They don't even realize that they're being destructive within themselves, from what they're eating to how they're treating people to the words that they're using. I call them spells. When you're saying harmful things to someone, you're cursing. You're
Yes.
literally cursing someone with negativity. And it's
That's right.
powerful because we know how powerful words are. So I get a little bit emotional because even though I'm awake to it, I understand and respect where everyone else is in their journey,
Mm-hmm.
and you know it. But I have to ask, when your parents would bring the interdimensional beings, I know that it was for lessons. I know that it wasn't
Yes.
fear, it was more a chastisement, but it was for the lessons. The lessons that you learned just in your life, just with your parents and your upbringing. How different is that from the people that are indoctrinated?
It's like light and day. It's like daytime from nighttime. It's like looking at, okay, so like of course we lived in a neighborhood like everybody else, right? But
Yeah.
our neighbors, let's for instance, my neighbors that lived across the street, they had kids too.
Hmm.
And their kids and grandkids, and we were so different that we were constantly being at war with these people, was always creating war with
Hmm.
us
Hmm.
because they thought that we thought we were too good. We're
Oh,
too good.
yeah.
Oh, you think you're too okay? Imagine this. Okay, are you a person of color?
Yes.
Okay, me too. Okay, so imagine in a two black families in a predominantly white neighborhood,
Yep.
and you know that crab in a bucket statement,
Yes,
right?
I do.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate, right? And I'm going to add another twist to that with colorism because they were all dark complected and we were
Hmm.
all light complexion.
Yeah.
So there was the colorism that kind of got in there and started creating division and chaos. And then there was the fact that we were different and not doing things like society was doing them. We were kind of off to the back.
Yeah.
And oh, you guys think you're too good for this, you think you're too good for that.
Yeah.
And it was just a constant battle when we should have been growing together instead of
Yeah.
fighting with each other about things, having to
Yeah.
always, explain ourselves, to other people that are just like us, no different,
Yeah.
but they're just caught up in the indoctrination system.
Yeah. It's almost like they don't, not only do they not know better, but they
Yeah,
don't want better either, while not knowing better at the same time.
exactly.
It
Because
it's truly unfortunate.
when you know better, you do better, right?
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
like
that's what you think. That's what we would
that, I was
have
gonna
you
say
first
that
thought, right? Like,
that's what we hope.
you know better. That means you should do better. And that's not always the case because, you can try to help people and you can try to show people the way, but that's all you can do is show them the way. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's all we can do is say, hey, instead of judging, instead of assuming, instead of, saying that
Ask. That's
we're
what
wrong.
I want people to ask instead of judging
Yeah,
and assuming. Ask. So when people ask me like how did I do it? I
oh yeah.
always say I didn't do anything.
Mm.
I've been accused of things that on religious aspects, they would say, "Oh, that's divination." I would say, "Well, I don't know anything about that." That it's not something that I do. I am not a psychic, so I wouldn't claim that because I am not one. I can tell you what I am and what I'm not easily. I'm not a programmer. I've never programmed an app. So how, you know what
Not
I mean?
yet.
So
Not
if I
yet.
knew exactly, not yet. So if I know what my strengths and my weaknesses are, I'm very self-aware. It's easy for me to say what I am and what I am not. So like they would try to accuse me of these things. They would try to bait me. And I'm like, wait a second. No, 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 no. If you understand numerology, not as the belief system, but just the math behind it. If you understand before time existed, how did we tell time? They would look at where the sun is. They would look at the shadow. They would look at where the moon is. That was how they told time. That's how the ancestors told time.
Yes.
So when I built those components into it, they're like, wait a second. You can't do that. It's astrology. I was like, well, no, I've never practiced astrology. I can't tell you much about it. Have I read my horoscope? Sure. Do I know that I'm a Leo? Absolutely. But that's
I
not
mean,
what it
but what
is
is
either.
astrology? This is the thing about the whole misconception with everything. What is astrology, right? It is a map of the stars, and that's the cosmos, right? And that's the
Yep.
universe, right?
That's the
So,
universe.
and didn't God create the universe, right?
Yes.
So where are you stepping out of line at? Honestly, where?
And
Make
that's
it
what I
make
was
sense.
asking. My question is always because the religious beefs, which I don't get into push or defend because I don't believe any of those things apply to me, even if they apply to other people, because I don't claim those things. That's not how I live my life. But I don't object to their way of living. I say, hey, no, I like create things. Like I'm used to creating websites and stuff like that. I'm used to designing things on the internet for people that are physical, right? That people need, that maybe help people. And when I go that route, they're like, wait a second. So you're just like a dude who like does stuff on the internet. Yes, there you go. So remove religion, remove all the other stuff. Thank
Right.
you. I appreciate that because to me, I thought I was a normal person. I thought I was like, maybe I'm vibrating highly. I read a lot of books. I was like, maybe my level of consciousness has grown so much that I got out of touch, but I'm not out of touch. I'm in the big city of Chicago. There's millions of people around me at any given point of the day at a coffee shop. I might see 10,000 people in 6 hours just sitting in one spot in the big city. They're like, wait a second. So how did you do all of this then? And I always say it's beyond me. I don't take credit. I actually give credit. It's the collective energy. The messages that I've gotten, I think the algorithm sent me 60,000 high vibrational people in a 1 minute video I posted.
Wow.
In my mind, I thought it was unbelievable. So in a matter of hours, I've messaged and spoke to thousands of high vibrational beings, and everyone said the exact same thing. We're here. We've been here. We've never seen others unless your family is like such as yours. Unless that's your family, you wouldn't see them. You wouldn't know them because we're kind of hiding in plain sight. And I'm in my isolation. So not only am I not hiding, I don't want to be around any of the lower vibrational beings. There's nothing good that's going to come from that. So I am not hiding. I'm choosing to be alone intentionally so that I can create and so that I can give.
Well, that's part of the spiritual process of just being alone and within yourself, so you can create the things you need to create in order to feed into the collective and help the collective grow. It's kind of like what I like to call it, it's kind of like and I'm not using this in a negative. I don't think of this in a negative term, but like because people look at so many things in a negative term from a negative aspect, and it's not that always. Like a spider web. A spider web is so mesmerizing to the fly, right?
Yep.
And then look at how the spider creates its webs, right? And the places it puts its webs as well.
Out of reach.
Right. It's up high. it's not put down low to get anybody, catch any big prey or anything like that. But it is so mesmerizing to these multi-eye insects, like flies, for instance. And because the spider is a multi-eye as well. It has more than
Mm-hmm.
one eye, and more than two eyes, more than three.
Yeah.
So same thing with the little fly. And
Yeah.
it's imagine when it's looking at like a kaleidoscope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing all these different beautiful colors. So when you thinking about it from a frequency perspective, and you think about the kaleidoscope and the frequency and the colors bending, the light bending the
Yeah.
colors in that kaleidoscope, it's so beautiful and it's mesmerizing. It draws you in. It's enticing.
Wow. I
It's
can
not
see
meant to
that.
harm you.
They're attracted to it, quite literally.
Right.
They're
Right.
literally drawn to it.
They're drawn to it. Just like if someone put a plate of wonderful looking fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, and
Hey, now.
bread. You know what I'm saying?
They must want
I'm
to say
drawn to
invite us
that.
over.
I'm drawn to that. I'm
I
like,
am drawn to it.
I'm going there, okay? Like, where the forks at? Don't just put this plate in front of me with no forks around here. I will use my
Seriously.
fingers. I am not scared.
Seriously.
Right? So it's the same thing. And people got to know how to, there's no good or bad. This is what you're feeding into. You're going to feed
Yep.
into the good, lean into it and feed into it. You're going to feed into the bad, lean into it. We're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. You know,
Yeah.
it's about balance. You see
Yeah.
something. Oh, I came out and you had a flat tire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that should not ruin your whole day.
It shouldn't. It's just a tire.
Right. It's just a tire. And you go ahead and you switch out and put the spare on. You go and take the tire to the tire shop. You get done. That took what? Maybe an hour of your time.
Yeah. It's inconvenient, but
It's an
life goes on.
inconvenience. It's about your mindset and where you're thinking about where you're going to take it. Where are you going to take this? Are you going to lean into the bad and manifest more things like that that's similar
Mhm.
to happen in your life for the rest of that day because you're still stuck in that moment?
Yeah. And I see. So when you say stuck in that moment, here's what I saw and here's what I wanted to help people with, starting with my own family. So there was a generational curse breaking event just this past weekend. And what I found out was some of them are stuck in a infinity loop of trauma and they
Yes.
can't escape it.
Yes.
Like when I say they can't escape it, they haven't done the work to try to escape it. I can keep going on along that vein, but they've done nothing to try to escape it. But one thing that they do is they also embrace the generational curse.
Mhm.
So not only are they not escaping it, they are embracing it. So of course their outcomes are going to be negative.
Exactly.
There's no room for any other alternative there. You've
Exactly.
embraced your lower vibration. You fully embraced it. And every bloodline has low vibrations in it. And those low vibrations want to lay claim to any soul that is impressionable or attracted to that vibration.
Yes.
It's unfortunate. And that's why I'm trying to do my best to push sort of the chosen one frequency. I want people to know, like, if this resonates with you, you already know that. It's not me saying it. You know it within you. It's intuitive. You already understand who you are. And some people ask me, they're like, hey, so who are you to call someone chosen? And I was like, whoa, I am not source. I am not God. It is literally not up to me. Not only is it not up to me, but if you were chosen, you would know that. I wouldn't. You would know it within you because of your life, your upbringing, and your experiences. And when I say that to people, they're like, wait a second. So this guy does not think he's better than anyone. No, I thought that I was a normal person. I thought that I wouldn't say I was an average person. I don't believe that. But I would say that I thought I was an above average person just trying to do something to leave my own legacy behind because my parents kept forcing me to believe that I was chosen. My mom said I was born like this. How you are receiving me in this moment, my mom said I was born like this. It's like you've been like this since birth. You were a young man. You always had your own way about yourself, and you always wanted to do what you wanted to do. And I was like, okay. So if I wanted to do great things, she was like, nothing stopped you. We just created an environment so that you can ascend as easily as possible. And I would always say, well, no, show me how to be great. Teach me how to be great. Like, what was I supposed to be great at? How am I supposed to know? Right. And she's like, no, you always figured it out on your own. And I want people to learn about themselves on their own. I know the lower vibrational within me. I know that person. I know that vibration. I can feel it. When it spikes up, I know how to tame it. I know how to not remove it per se, because good and evil exist at all times.
Right.
But I know how to self-govern to where I can feel it. And I'm like, oh, that's giving me the lower vibration. I will remove myself now. Where is my meditation stone? Where is my incense? Where's my inner peace? Where is it? And I'll seek it out in any moment of the day even. That's why I will wear the bracelets or the charms that have like black tourmaline. That's one of my favorites, by the way. Black tourmaline.
Oh, yes.
It returns to sender. Okay.
Yes, it does.
I've seen beings send things in my direction, and they have no idea that I have black tourmaline with me, and I see it return that energy to them, and they're like, wait a second, who is he? Doesn't matter who I am. I'm a normal person, right? But I can see it. I have a level of awareness. And that's why I wanted to ask you. So when the interdimensional beings would come with their lessons of probably chastisement, how did you receive it?
Oh, it took a long time for me to receive it in a way that I was supposed to receive it. At first it was just terrifying. It was just like I was being haunted constantly. But as I got older, and I lost my parents at a young age, so at like 18. So
Yeah, sorry for that.
it wasn't until like the night before my mom passed, she knew she was dying. She knew, I didn't know she was, but she knew she was.
Mm-hmm.
And she just, at the hospital, she just opened up the gates for me and just told me everything. It's like she knew that this is it. I got to tell her everything. I got to tell her who she is. I got to tell her who I am, and no more letting me figure it out process no more. Because all through life, it's like, you know, like your parents said, you know, you were saying, teach me how to be great. Well, I would say the same thing to my parents. Teach me how to be great. You know, because my head was always in books, you know, always reading books, encyclopedias, dictionaries, you know, you name it, I was in it. You know, I wouldn't watch regular cartoons like people when I was a kid would watch. I would watch the PBS, you know. I wanted to see real people interacting with people, not animations of people. So that was very important. And it was like, my mom would always say, I can't teach you to be great because greatness already exists within you. It's on you to find it.
Yes, that is such a powerful statement. But as a child receiving that, it's like, well, no, that's not the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, that's like, well, I don't know what to do with that.
I have no idea what to do with that.
I mean, you at 7, 8 years old, you don't know how to go within. Like, what does go within mean?
You don't even know the concept of within
at all.
Yet. You're like within.
Go within to me at 7, 8 was go inside the house.
Yeah, like within what? Like
exactly.
I was taught to meditate young, but until I achieved, I don't know what it's called. I was in a meditative state, and what I started to do when I would come from it is I would immediately start to journal. And whatever the thought or the download was, I would just write it down and I would just leave it. Like I would write it down, leave it. Now I'm going to go run errands. Now I'm going to go do something else. And when I would come back to it later in the day to do my recall before rest, I would read what I wrote and say, wow, where did that come from? And it came from inner. It came from source. It had to. Because some of the things that I would write, I'm just now starting to share. I'm just now starting to post the things that I created, because now I can program some things. Now I can build some apps. And it would be amazing if this was my everyday life. And I certainly manifest that to be long time ago, by the way. This is just the physical manifestation now, but I foresaw it. I knew it. I just had no clue how I would get here. And when I say no clue, zero. With no ability and no clue, how would I know that I would create anything?
Well, that's the adventure about life. You know, people are worried about their destination, but it's the journey.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn to embrace the journey. All its weirdness and ups and downs and roadblocks and obstacles and pitfalls and
Yeah.
everything. You got to learn to embrace the journey. It's not about the destination per se. It's about the journey itself. Because that's where you get all your lessons.
This is so, not only is this amazing, I didn't realize that there would be enough of us to overwhelm the negativity. I always thought we were outnumbered, and in the indoctrination realm, it looks
We
like
are outnumbered. We are
it looks like
outnumbered.
evil wins.
But
It looks like they're winning. It looks like
it
they're
looks like
strong.
it, doesn't it? But they're
It
not.
looks like it, but like with what I know now,
Yes.
they're spiraling because their time is basically all but expired at this point.
Oh yeah, they're done.
So they're just grabbing at anyone that will listen at any time, and that's what gives me hope and strength, even in the collective, because you guys' awareness not only does it strengthen me with hope, I have a certain level of awareness, and it comes with power. It's like the energy is being returned.
Yes.
It's being returned in goodness, though.
Mhm.
It's being returned in goodness. I was like, wait a second, they can't break that. In order to break that, they would have to eliminate us, literally and physically.
Yeah.
And they can't do that easily either, I found out.
Oh no, we're not easy to get rid of. Apparently, they should know that by now.
And
'Cause there's been
that's
so
what
many
that's what
attempts.
I've learned. I've
Yeah.
learned that not only are we powerful individually, but we're powerful enough to turn the lower vibrational ones into awareness. And as they ascend, even no matter how small, even if they're taking baby steps into their ascension, that is power.
Oh, we can shift someone's awakening just by standing in their presence
Just by
and not
being
even saying
present,
a word. Just stand
not
there.
even helping them, not even like
Yep.
doing a thing or saying a thing, just being in the
Just
same
being right there.
environment.
Yep.
We're elevating their energy.
Yep.
And I didn't realize that. I was like, wait a second. So when I started doing more research, when I started reading more, everything that I found is more beautiful. It's more humbling. Scary at first, but now, like when you were like, no, just embrace it. Just embrace it. I am.
Yes.
I am embracing it. That's why my goal now is to live stream more frequently and for longer durations.
Yes.
Because to me, that's what I know that I can do. That's something I can do. That's easy for me to do. But like I said, it is scary because they try to suppress this, and I see it, and I see it all the time. They try to suppress anything remotely unifying, anything remotely loving or high vibrational. I see it in real time. I'm like, why does the opposing energy try so hard to ruin it?
Yeah. They do. You would think that they would just try to balance it out, but no. They want to take over.
They want to dominate. They want to dominate. They don't want a shared, like how good and evil exists. Right. It's like, hey, if you want to do bad things, go find bad people to do bad things with. They don't want goodness to commune.
No, not at all.
I've had live streams shut down because some of them would come in here. So I've had to learn how to protect the frequency too. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I did not know how to do. Because remember, newly awakened in you. So I found a way to use like they can't like put any negative words in the comments that would end the stream. Like if someone puts any negative word that they can probably dream of in the comments, they're gonna mute and block themselves, and they'll never be able to participate in any future streams or this one. So they can't actually break the frequency.
Oh, nice.
So, and I've been messaging TikTok for stuff like that for a long time because part of my skill set is cybersecurity. Part of my skill set is like protecting stuff from hackers. And that's something that I can do. That's something I am aware of how to do. I'm like, no, we have to be able to protect everyone, not just freedom of speech. You have to be able to protect anything that's good, because the negativity, it doesn't need protection. They don't want protection. They want their signal to be infinite and untouchable anyways. And it largely is, unfortunately. Anunnaki, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. He says, I'm a warrior.
Oh,
One, I love your name. I understand fully. Let me drop him a heart in the comments. Primordial Goddess. So you have you ever had to do rituals of protection?
oh yes, I have to do them all the time.
Because I'm learning about that part of it in this physical world, in the 3D world. I didn't realize that it was so necessary.
It is so necessary. Unfortunately, it's crazy because you shouldn't have to, but you do. We're living in the world of technology, right? And you don't even know who's watching you now.
I have no clue. That's the scary part.
Yeah. And how someone may take your good intentions and your willingness to want to help and contribute to the collective and try to turn it in on you. It's crazy. For no reason at all. They don't know
For
you
no
from
reason.
a can of paint. They don't know you from a can of paint. And they just don't like, oh, he think he this. You think that. He never said that.
It's projection.
Yeah, it's projection. Like, you need to go sit with yourself. Boo-boo, go sit with yourself. Get some therapy or something. You need help. Because you're sitting here getting mad at people on social media. And you see it everywhere here, too. People are arguing and fighting and all this chaos and division. And it's like, oh, wow, look at all this. This is insane. Like, y'all need to calm down.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. Jesus, half of the people you're going to see on here, more than half, way more than half. You probably have a better
as a live creator, I've gotten invited.
Imagine how many people, what would you say would be the people that you would actually meet in real life from these TikTok lives? What would what would be the odds of all the people that interact with you on these lives that you would actually meet a person in person?
For me, I would almost say 0% because I'm like unwilling, but their negativity, I've been, so I get, whenever I go live as a host, because they say I have a lot of followers, I don't think so, but I get requests from other live streamers to help them with their streams and some of the topics, but there's no preview. So they'll send me an invite. If I press yes, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. So I'm actually coming in blind anyways, every single time, and trying to figure it out as I go. And it would be so deeply negative that I would literally have to remove myself, because I'm like, whoa, what was that energy? What was that for you? It's like, there's no chance that I would see almost anyone in real life from the live streams. No chance. There's no chance. Not just be like, I'm in a big city, so I know a lot of live streamers in my own city, but if I didn't know them in real life, I wouldn't. I'm not that impressionable. I like to be alone. I'm one of 14 siblings. I think you said you had 10. I'm one of 14. So my family is large enough that I don't have to go outside of my own family and friend groups ever for fun, entertainment, or anything, because my family is that large. So I have my own sort of cocoon. So like a lot of these live streamers, When I say negativity, they're arguing right now as we speak. As we're in here like this, they are somewhere arguing about things that do not matter.
Yeah.
In this very moment, they're arguing.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, it's kind of like early morning, a little bit of the late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Arguing is not on my menu.
No.
Being deeply passionate about something I have zero control over is never on my agenda. I like to control what I can because I could control me, how I think, how I feel, what I do or don't do. And I try to not project that outside of myself to anyone else. And anyone like listening, I've practiced that as a practice lifelong. So even at work, when they're like, oh, this place is stupid, why would they do this? Management sucks. I'm thinking to myself like, that's too many negative words in a row. Ouch. Like, why are you doing that? Just like, I'll listen to 963 hertz frequency to cleanse my own chakra immediately after even hearing negative words, because I need goodness. Only goodness can sustain me, not negativity. It's, first of all, negativity isn't even sustainable. It's so short lived.
Yeah. It has a
So,
short
so
lifespan.
to answer your question, like as a live streamer on TikTok or in like YouTube and stuff, not only will we not probably see each other in real life on panels in real life, like in the same room on a stream,
Right.
it's unrealistic because they're not even on the same frequency.
That was my point. The chance of that would be slim to none. So why do people come into people's live stream and rage? You know what they call it? I don't even know the terms on this social media. So rage bait is what they call it, I
Oh,
think.
rage bait. Yeah.
Rage
The
bait,
rage
or they'll come
baiters.
in with racist comments or stuff like
Yeah.
this. And it's like, what is the point of all that?
They so the goal, I found out, the goal is to get the live, so you can get reported and banned for, like, me as a live host. Like, if I allow negativity to persist for any amount of time, they'll just cut the live. Literally, they'll end it. But that's why I let anyone join the panel, but within the first 5 to 10 seconds, I know immediately
Yeah, you
if
feel
the
that energy.
vibe is
Like,
aligned or not.
I see that energy. Nope, you got to go.
And usually I can feel it. I can feel it usually. That's why I have the board underneath you. It's so simple. Most people ignore it, but it's there. The panel actually has 8 invisible spots. The other 6 are just invisible. So people don't realize, like, I had to do this strategically. They don't realize that there could be more people at part of the discussion. They don't realize that. But
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Like, it's fluid. You can't see it on your screen, but I can actually see it on
yours,
my
yeah.
side. There's 6 available spots, but if no one is in the spot goes invisible.
I like that.
I like it because it tells people, like, wait a second, I can't just join. So they don't join. They can't automatically join anymore because it's been restricted or limited to engagement. So I try to tell people, like, no, if you like it however many times, if you share it, if you comment, if you interact with me, that means you're someone that wants to engage, probably in goodness, in good faith. But on some streams that I call them unprotected streams, where you can just go in the stream and go right up to the panel and start cursing, that is unprotected. There was no barrier to entry.
Wow.
I didn't realize that I can. Someone told me there was, like, I should charge tickets, like a movie. You can charge tickets to the live stream. That'll lower the barrier.
I did see someone did tell me about that you can, like, have them do a heart.
Yeah, you can have them buy tickets
before they can enter.
Like 50 cents, $1. I forgot what the limit is. There is a limit, so it won't ever be an outrageous amount. But I think the maximum might even be $99.99. I don't think anyone that doesn't care about a topic is going to pay that at all. They're just going to scroll past. So, like, there are ways to protect it, but having to do rituals almost daily at different intervals of the day just from being in the world. That's what I was like, wow, I wish I knew that years ago. I wish I knew how even years ago. Because remember, I'm more new to it. Like you were raised in it. So to you, you're like a
Yeah.
ritual. You probably have a ritual for almost that. You probably have
Yeah.
a collection of rituals that are automatic. It's like breathing at this point.
Yeah, I got an encyclopedia of rituals.
And I've understood, like, as a naturalist or an herbalist, you needed it.
Yes.
You needed it, and not just to survive, but you needed it to keep your own essence and your own peace.
Oh yeah. You'd be surprised that when you interact with people in real life, even if you're not actually interacting with them, but you're just in passing with them, and it's heavy. It's heavy. Like I don't like going to grocery stores or where there's a large
Hmm.
amount of people and stuff.
Yeah,
I can't
large
resist that.
gatherings. Large gatherings. There's too much energy that's
Too much.
uncontrolled. I can't. Not at this stage of my life. At this level of awareness, I I'm so intentional about where I go, who I'm with, what I say, what I absorb as far as energy, because we're all vessels anyways. So if I'm around 100 people that I do not know, that's a lot of energy.
It is.
That's a lot of spirits. That's a lot of frequency that I wasn't ready for. And that's why I start to wear the amethyst now as a bracelet. That's why I start to wear or black onyx. That's why I'll have some raw onyx with me, just to stay protected.
Yes, seriously, you have to like get up and like anytime I have to go out and do any little bit of shopping, and I can't, and I only do shopping outside as if I can't get it delivered. And believe me, delivery loves
Yeah.
me. But I have to go through a whole ritualistic process with the oils and with the herbs and with the incantations and candle lighting and talking with the ancestors and everything. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to come with me on this one, okay?
Yeah,
Because
help me with this one,
it's
because I'm about
crazy
to
out
go
there.
somewhere.
Yeah. I gotta go to Walmart. I'm gonna need y'all on
Yep,
point
I need
today.
y'all on this one. Look, I'm going to get essential oil, but look, come with me on this journey,
For real.
because I don't know what's going to happen between here or there.
Yeah, because you really don't. You imagine those people who walked into that grocery store and they got pew-pewed, they didn't go into
Yeah,
that grocery store shopping that day
they
or
had
going
no
to work
clue.
at that
I
store
think it
that
was
day.
Tops in New York, and there's a lot of them because it
Yeah.
happens like randomly everywhere. That's why I call it random a little bit, because we have no clue once we leave our home, which is supposed to be our safe place.
It's not random though. When you think about it, you have to open yourself up to the idea that there are entities out there that are going to act on things with their purest, whether it's negative or whether it's positive, their purest intention to cause either harm or to not. And they're going to set their intentions. And that's what they set. Just like you get up and set your intentions in the morning and you go to work, there are people getting up in the morning, putting their pants on with intentions to cause harm that day.
Yeah.
And as sad as that is, a lot of people don't want to understand that that's a thing. That is a real thing.
It's a real
you
thing.
have to be prepared for. It's
It is.
sad, yes, but it is also very true.
It is.
It's very, very true. So you got to get up with those same intentions to protect yourself and to do good and keep goodness around you, and put up that protection, that wall of protection, spiritual protection, ancestors protection, to make sure that it gives you a warning. There's so many times when I've gotten up without putting on my armor. I like to call it putting on my armor.
Yeah, the armor, yes.
Yeah, and I like in a hurry. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta do this. Let me hurry up. And all of a sudden, I can't find my keys. And then when I'm like, wow, why can't I find my keys? Where are my keys? And I'm searching everywhere. I'm starting to freak out because I can't find my keys. And then when I find them, about 20 minutes or 30 minutes later, I'll go out and get in my truck. And then when I get around the corner, there was an accident. And I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah, and it wasn't meant for you to be there yet.
Right. Yeah, not yet. Hold on, girl.
We
You
needed to
going out
delay
there
you a
slow.
little bit so that we can
Yeah,
keep you safe.
yeah, exactly. So that's like your ancestors, like in spirits and swords, telling you, "Hold up, I'm going." Instead of you freaking out over it, that was a sign.
Yeah.
Take a minute.
How are you received in your part of the world? I can only imagine that people want you around more, because I know with me, I get like my physical presence requested a lot, and I'm always like so very selective because I'll get drained easily
Yes.
of just my vibration. And like I've there's been instances where it got zapped. Like literally everything was fine, everything was okay, and I was in a certain space in a certain environment, and I was like, "Whoa, what? I have to go home. I need to
Mhm.
breathe. I can't even breathe right. I can't breathe in this environment. I
Oh yeah.
have to remove myself." So, does that happen to you?
Every single day. Every single day. I have neighbors that or I like to call them the good and the bad. And there's an ugly one too. I won't mention the ugly. But the good and the bad and the ugly is my neighbors. So
Mm-hmm.
the good, I have this young brother who's married and has children, and I'm always doing healing rituals on him,
Yeah.
cleansing rituals on him because he seems to attract these low vibrational entities to himself from his past life, and he's trying to work through his healing from that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a whole healing process for him. But I have this one other neighbor who's of the pale variety,
Yeah.
and the energy is just insane. It's like vampiric and parasitic,
It is.
and
It
it's just
is.
like want to just take all of you,
Yes,
take
and that.
all of you.
Oh my! It's like they're sapping your essence or
Yeah,
siphoning it somehow.
yeah,
And I'm like, what evil? What level? What is that? Because
yes,
I've been learning how to recognize it. I can feel it. I can feel myself being drained, and I'm like, no, 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 you will not. And then I would start to like inner pray
oh
or
yeah.
inner shout. That way, I can like remove it and like try to defend myself. Let's say when I'm in those situations or environments. But how do you come to your inner oneness when you have to deal with that almost all the time?
Isolation a lot.
So more
Isolation.
isolation than community, so to
Yeah,
speak.
because you're a beacon for one. Once you're already a beacon, and it's going to just get. Let me tell you, you're going to have to get ready for this because it's coming.
It
Um,
is.
it is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's going to come on like a hurricane too. And you're going to start stepping outside. That you're going to start realizing people are just going to be coming up to you, and not all of them are good. And you're going to have
Mhm.
to know how to shut them down in the most polite way.
It's happening. It's been
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, exactly.
It's
So
like they're, what is it, like the moth to the light
yeah,
almost?
moth to the
It's like I'm
flame.
quiet. I'm not actually doing much when I'm in the world. I am there to get what I'm getting, go where I'm going, do what I'm doing, and it's kind of like one, two, three. I'm back home.
Mm-hmm.
Home is the best place in the world. It's super
Yes.
safe, but in the world, I get stopped for no reason, because
Hmm.
it's not like I'm some musician that everyone knows. You know,
Oh, it's gonna be like that though. People will come up to me and bow to me,
yeah,
and
yeah, they can see.
I just
They
thank
can see
you and
it.
walk away, keep walking. There's so many times when I'm in a store and people will they're ahead of me and they'll pay for everything I have. I'm paying for everything she has.
Yeah, yeah,
And those are some of the charitable things that people do and
yeah,
respect. They see that God in you, and they
yeah,
respect that energy because you're not gonna have to say a word. Your
yeah,
energy is gonna speak volumes.
That's the part that I'm still trying to cope with, because sometimes like, wait, I didn't even do anything to deserve that level of goodness, because I recognize goodness, right? I appreciate it because it's, I think we should all do it. I think we should all be the message that we want to see. I've gone to Dunkin' Donuts and paid for everybody's coffee behind me and keep it going. Somebody in the world, you didn't pay for anything, but pay for something anyways, right?
Yeah.
And just help someone else out. You never know what anyone is going through in their walk of life on this day, in that moment. And I would say, like, I don't deserve this. I didn't do anything. I didn't even do anything. Why? Give it to someone that needs it, perhaps, because maybe it's not me in this moment. And then I had to learn how to receive, because
learn how to receive.
Being able to give is a great thing, but not knowing how to receive isn't so great.
It's important to know how to receive with gratitude and not with ego.
That is the lesson on me now.
Ego. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's to remove the ego. I didn't know I had one. Everyone has one, but I didn't realize like it would flare up, because I am a Leo. So I have a certain level of confidence that never wavers. Like it doesn't go below some high threshold, right? And maybe the average person is like, dude, I'm not that confident on my best day. I'm that confident on a bad day. It does not matter what.
And even it's not even something that you are outwardly trying to express with words, verbally or anything. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you dress yourself. It's how you walk. It's how you talk. It's how you stand. It's just a part of who you are.
And I try to say that I can't help it. It's when I say it's natural, there's nothing that I did for this. This is who I am. It's how I am. And I wish we can all be our unique selves with no interference from anyone. Just walk in your walk and let that be okay as it is. But that is the problem.
That is the problem. Because people get jealous and envious. I'm not gonna say jealous, but I'm gonna say envious. People get envious of other people that can walk in their light with confidence, and don't even realize that they're doing it. It's just innate. It's something that's primal within them, and that's just how they are. But that can offend and intimidate other people who are of the lower frequency.
Yeah, and that's the part that I'm seeing the separation in real time. The lower frequencies, it's like they don't realize it. They don't realize that they have higher frequency. They haven't tapped it. They haven't accessed it. They haven't done the work or whatever was required of them. Like when I said I claimed my birthright, I thought it was an accident. I didn't realize that that's what I was doing until after the fact, maybe some days or weeks later. And I was like, wait a second, what just happened? And then I ascended in the 3D realm too. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. This is too powerful. Something's going on. I got to slow down. I got to stop, because I thought I was being humble.
Oh.
And I didn't realize that this is my journey.
Yes.
I'm supposed to walk this path no matter what. Every time I tried to go off of this path, I was almost chastised right back onto it. So like when I thought that I wasn't worthy and I couldn't do this because I didn't know how, that was the wrong answer. You don't have to know how for this to be your journey. I didn't realize that until I was chastised into that. So when you were saying the interdimensional beings were coming with the lessons, oh, my lessons have been hard. And I've had enough lessons to now I'm like, I'm strict now. I'm like, nope, this is my path.
Yeah.
I'm just walking it, but everything is meant to throw us off of it. So like a beautiful woman, you didn't do anything to anyone. You're just existing.
Yeah.
You're just existing in your walk of life. And that's offensive to somebody. Why do you think you're the most beautiful person here? You didn't say that. You didn't think that. You might not even feel that. Who knows?
Right.
But they're projecting. And now it's a thing and it was never a thing to begin with.
That is so true.
That's the scary part of humanity.
Yeah.
We're receiving energy from lower vibrational entities who have no clue or awareness that they have high vibration in them as well. They're just not tapping into it. I've seen it. I've seen lower vibration. I've seen them change vibration.
Oh yeah.
I've seen almost like a butterfly. I've seen them transition into a high. I've seen them try to shake off their own low vibration. I've seen it with my own eyes. And
So be careful with the butterflies because they do bite.
I know I've seen it. How can I say this? I'm trying to find the words. I've seen them try and fail and then embrace the lower vibration even more.
Oh,
because they feel like they can't break through.
Yeah, they do that.
That's the scary part. I thought I could help people. I thought I could. That's not my journey. I can help people that are already awake, that are already understanding of themselves. But the people who are just in the lower vibration, I can't say there's nothing I can do for them. If they find the message, they can start to change themselves. Mm-hmm. But it's inner. I tell everyone it's inner. I've done so much inner work on me. I can even speak on my own lower vibration.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember I was holding on to trauma. Like literally, I didn't let it go. I didn't forgive, that's pretty low of me. I didn't want to either. That's even lower. I was embracing it and clinging on to it, thinking that I thought that holding on to a certain level of pain or trauma would give me some sort of strength. And I realized that I was feeding on the wrong energy. I was holding on to the wrong energy. It wasn't until I let it go that I became stronger.
That's right.
It wasn't until, and when I say stronger, like I didn't realize that strength is limitless.
That's right.
I didn't know that. I learned it by healing. And I've asked healers, I was like, hey, can you heal me of this? Or I've sought it out. I thought that I needed spiritual guides. I didn't realize that spiritual guides could read me. Mm-hmm. They're like, no, you have everything you need. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for you to help me, not to tell me I have what I need already, right? Thinking that I needed help.
That's the help, telling you that you already possess everything you need.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. Do you know, have you ever heard of Hmong people? They're like,
yes.
I believe they're Asian.
Yes.
I was invited to a baby shower for a brand new Hmong baby, beautiful baby, chunky baby too. And all of the men knew me before I arrived. And then they told me about myself. And we played this drinking game, and I don't drink. So like beer and stuff, that's just not, I just don't like it. I don't want to, I don't do it. But on that day I said, well, it's festive and it's part of their tradition. So I will not dishonor their tradition, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to play. But I didn't realize what it actually was. It was a ritual. And the ritual was testing my purity and how firm I am in who I am. They were telling me about me, and these people did not know me. The only person that knew me invited me, and they didn't come until halfway in. So I was there literally with strangers telling me about myself, and they knew more about me than I knew about myself at the time. And I said, wait a second, time out. This is what's happening. How did I get here? Who are you guys? Where did you come from? And they told me that they were taught at birth who they were. Mm-hmm. So they've always known who they were. They were talking to me about my third eye. They're like, no, it's awake. Like we can see it.
Yeah.
We can see it. We can see it on you. It's like, why can't you see it? And that's when the indoctrination conversation came up. We're so oblivious to who we actually are because of indoctrination
Oh yeah.
that is the division within us all. We don't even know ourselves. So how can you be great or even decent or even good to someone else without knowledge of yourself?
Well, there's always that doubt, you know? And the reason why we as Americans have these doubts is because we've been lied to for so long. And trying to find who we are. Who am I? Who am I? Because you're told if you're raised in the American society with the indoctrination stuff, you're told that you're not just told, but you're told you taught your society doesn't accept you openly anyway. You have to deal with it inside the home, outside the home, with society, at work, at school.
Everywhere,
it's everywhere in the religious systems. It's everywhere.
It is.
And there's no safe place.
That's true.
Now, a few of us are lucky enough to have parents that create that safe space at home. But the majority of us didn't have that safe space at home either.
Exactly.
You know, that going back home, it was just as a wreck as it was to be at school. There were some kids that would rather be at school than be at home, that would rather be at work than be at home because there's so much chaos in the home. Whether it was a one-parent home or a two-parent home, or there was violence in the home, or there was drugs in the home, or if there was, financial insecurity in the home, whatever it was always something that was not allowing them to connect to their roots and build a strong foundation. And then you have the whole system that's also perpetrating on them as well, as you know, their prey, and system is a predator.
Yeah.
So that's the way it has always been.
Yeah, it's meant to keep us in fear and unaware of ourselves.
Fear and scarcity is the way of the world. They perpetrate that to everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
It's an infinity loop of propaganda. It's like a wave of just fear, divisiveness, and it's meant to distract you from the you. Like now when I wake up, I literally feel my body. Like I wiggle my toes. Nope, toes are fine. I'm checking my body for any discomfort and ailments, not physically, but just as I rest, I'm like, back a little bit. Okay, now I'm a little bit more comfortable. And I'm assessing myself, and I'm aware of myself, and I'm aligning with my physical body and my inner spirit as well.
Yeah.
So now I'm knowing it. So like when people come to my place, I actually have a TV, but it's for my computer. So I don't actually watch TV. There's no show that I want to see. I like movies, but I would rather go to the movie to see a movie instead of watching it at home. I'd rather be thinking, writing, creating, meditating. Those are the things I prefer to do every single day. And at first I thought something was wrong with me. Why am I not doing what everyone else is doing? People want to socialize. People want to hang out. I want to meditate. I want to write. I want to read. I want to learn stuff. I want to create things. I was like, that's not normal because I'm the only one that I know that's doing that in my environments. And they look at me
not normal
in a way.
To them, but
exactly.
Once you in your sphere, it's normal.
It is. It's what I do because they wouldn't know what I do. Like if you just peek behind the curtain, just like, wow, every single day he's just creating stuff. Every single day.
Every single day.
If I'm in the car with someone and I'm not driving, I'm creating on my phone. I'm writing on my phone. They're like, what are you doing? You're always on the phone. It's like you're writing a book or something. I was like, I might be. Exactly. I might be writing a book. Who knows?
It's important that you express yourself and your creativity in every aspect that you can, whether it's with computers, painting, music, writing. I think everybody should be touching everything. You should touch a little bit of every single thing, no matter what it is. Keep the creative juices flowing Don't let them stop, because if you
How did
do,
you
you get stagnant.
how did you because I can like hear your confidence. I can hear one how intelligent you are. That was apparent immediately.
Well,
But
thank
like
you.
when did you just like embrace yourself?
Always. I don't remember a time when I haven't embraced myself. I've always been.
Oh,
When people would say that's selfish, I always took offense to that selfish word. That word selfish. Oh, you're selfish. You're so nonchalant about everything around you. Well, it's because I know about unconditional love. I know what love really
mm,
is. I know what unconditional love really is. And you guys are loving with limits. And I love
wow.
unlimited. There's no limits to
Wow.
my love. So I'm
That's
not going to
beautiful.
judge you. I'm not going to be attached to you. And I won't let you attach yourself to me either. The minute you start showing some signs of attachment, I'm going to cut you off and say, let me sever this real quick and let you get a break so you can find a little bit more of yourself.
Wow,
Don't
that's powerful.
don't go and pour all your stuff into me, because I'm not going to pour all of me into you, because I know that I need to pour back into me. And can't
Yes.
nobody feel me like I feel me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
You
it.
know? And I think people need to realize that it's nothing selfish. We've been taught this whole selfish program. That's being selfish. Don't do that. You're not being selfless. I'm like, I know when
Yeah,
to be
especially in
selfish.
relationship. In a
Yes, I know when
relationship
to be
dynamic,
selfish.
everyone's like, do this for someone else and give of yourself so much. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not self-sacrificing for
That's right.
anybody. That's not healthy for me to just give you all every my I need things within me that I cannot give you
That's
and
right.
that you cannot give me. I can give it to myself though. And it's not a selfish act for me to need to pour into me. That's
Yes.
actually one of the most that might be the healthiest thing you can possibly do for yourself
The most.
is to
And
pour
you think
into
about that.
yourself.
When you think about that, that self-care thing just became a thing, what, less than a decade ago?
Yeah, it's not been long at all. It's not been
And I'm
long at
like,
all.
so all of you guys have to sit down with yourselves and deal with this trauma, because you just did started self-care less than 10 years ago.
Yeah, and it's new. For most people,
Yeah.
self-care is a new thing for them and they don't realize like I have my I call it my protective spear. So when the new iPhones came out, they came with the feature called reduced interruptions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is worse than do not disturb. Basically, you cannot get through unless I allow you to get through, and I allow no one to get through, right? Because if I have it on reduced interruptions, I'm in my creative space. Why would I want to be interrupted in my creative space?
Because there's nothing worse than when you're in that creative, you got them creative juices going, and your phone is going off, text ding, ding, ding,
Yep,
ding, ding.
yep, back to back, unlimited,
Yeah, it's
basically.
so annoying.
Phone call after phone call, and you're like, so if I were to break my creative space, here's what I hear the most, and this is not a joke. When I'm in my creative flow, oh, I didn't want anything. I was just calling. You could have not called. You could have not disturbed me. You didn't even want any. So I don't want very much. So I never call someone because I want something or to bother. It's usually to check on them and to make sure they're okay,
Yeah.
or we're gonna convene in some way. Oh, we're gonna go out to eat here, we're gonna do this or that. I will make calls for that and I will even answer calls for that, but I won't disrupt anybody for any reason. I'll check first, like, hey, are you busy? If you are not busy, let me know, then I'll say whatever. But if you are busy, feel free to text me in an hour or tomorrow. It makes me
Yeah.
no difference because I'm busy wanting to be in my creative space. But people are not realizing that we're actually hurting people. We're bothering people. We're interrupting people. We're wanting of them without giving anything.
Yeah, there's no reciprocation
Anything.
involved.
Like I bought a box of Palo Santo incense.
Mm-hmm.
to a friend that was going through a hard time. Now I knew a week prior that they were going through a hard time. And all I kept saying was, they're always on the phone. They always have company. So I have quite the gift that should help them clean up their environment a little bit, right? With like naturally, just naturally, right? Hey, like this, right? Um, and a week or so later, I got one of the biggest things. It was like, what is this? I was like, oh, it's just some incense. I didn't even explain it. It's just some incense. It probably smells good, right? Yeah, of course it does. But now their personal space isn't as disruptive as it was, and things started to settle down all of a sudden. And I was thinking to myself, like, if you're gonna interrupt me with that. Add to my environment, but don't take, because that literally is harmful by itself. Enhance the environment, enhance their frequency. My goal is to help people keep their higher vibration. So when I was reading your report and I was like, do you like crystals? She was like, I know the crystals. Yep, I love essential oils, candles, and incense. I'm like, you already have the tools. So you probably know how to gain the benefits of the crystals.
Oh, yes.
Like literally, you can make their attributes a part of you. And I'm smiling when I say this because that's how I use the black tourmaline now. Like now it's a part of me. Like it's not like, I don't know if it's in my body per se, right? But like I have it in specific places where it's always being charged no matter what. From the time the sun goes up to the time the moon rises, it's basically being charged at all times. So it's like on an infinity loop of defense. And people are like, what is that? They always ask when they see it, they're like, what's that? It's so tiny. They're like, what is that? Is that like dirt or something? Is that like a rock? And they'll like try to touch it. And most people try to get rid of it instinctively. Can you believe that? They try to throw it in the garbage like it's a rock or it's garbage. I'm like, hey, why? Like in my spirit, I'm always like, hey, what made you want to move it? You know, like what drew you to, I don't tell them what it is. What drew you to that? And why do you want to throw it away? Like in my mind, why do you want to remove my protection?
That would, all alarms would be ringing at that.
Everything. So, and that's why I say like everything that's in nature is real. It's all beautiful. But now I do things intentionally. If I sit something somewhere, it's there on purpose. It's not an accident. Just want to see what'll happen when I have family over. And I do have family, like I said, 14 brothers and sisters. So when certain things are happening, I'm always just watching and I'm saying to myself, wow. The first thing they want to do is remove protection instinctively, naturally. So you want me in a vulnerable state. I'm knowing this now. Yeah. Now what? Right? So I'm always like, now what? Because I can see it, right? Empathically, I can see it. I fully understand what the intentions are. I'm like, okay, you want my protection going. You want my defenses down. And you want me vulnerable so that I can do what? Something for you. So you want me to self-sacrifice. You want something from me. You want me to give. I'm pretty giving already. So giving more than I give is...
They want you to give to their level.
Yes, to them. Not to my limit.
Right.
It'll be unlimited if it was up to them.
Right.
It'll be nonstop. Yeah. They're like, no, generosity, like almost philanthropy.
Exactly, philanthropy.
I'm like, that, like... I don't subscribe to that personally because I have limits, but it's like you want me to give so much that I'm a philanthropist. That's insane. So you want me to give you everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I don't want, like as a person, I don't want, if I want something, I'll just get it. I wouldn't ask someone to get it for me. I'll just get it. It's unnecessary for me to ask. But on the other end, from me to them, it's like, no, give me everything. Why do you want everything from a person?
Because
that's greed.
The thing about us chosen ones is that another one of our things with us is that we are emitting this frequency of wealth and abundance.
Yeah.
So even if we are flat broke that moment, they think that we got it all.
Yeah.
And we got so much, we had excess and we can give to
Yeah.
them. And matter of fact, we can't just give to them, we can take care of them.
Yes. Like literally
Yeah,
take care of, like
yeah,
almost a way a parent cares for a child.
yeah. Like that's like you're their sugar daddy and sugar
Yeah.
mama. Yeah, that's where they
And
want it.
when I combine that with, like, I'm a Leo, so abundance is normal to me.
Yeah.
When I say it's normal, I don't think about it. I don't really talk about it much. But when I say it's normal, air is breathing, my heart's beating without me thinking about it. So is abundance. And people are
That's
like,
right.
you just don't want to. I was like,
Uh-huh.
whoa, who told you that? I never said that. I definitely have limits. Abundance to me is abundance and opportunity. If I always have the opportunity to earn, I will never not have, and I'll never be without. It's the most simple concept
As long as I
to
have my mind.
me,
Yeah. As long as I have
right?
my mind and I can
Yeah,
create with this,
exactly.
I'm
As
never
long as I can
without.
create, everything will be just fine. And because I didn't realize that that in itself is a skill and an ability,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know that I was given that frequency off either. I found out, so I started to try to like normalize myself and like scale it down, and that don't work either.
Mm-mm.
That doesn't work either.
That's your greatest superpower right there is your mind.
Yep. I'm learning. And so in talking to you, like today, I didn't think about it. I had no idea that this would happen, but you're so grand in yourself, that I've learned so much from you that I'm over here humbled because you were raised like this. So I can only imagine the people that you touch, in your corner of the world, how amazing they are in their journey.
Yeah, the good side of it is that, when I touch people, and then there's another side too, where I got the line of haters.
Yeah, yeah,
And the ones
yeah,
that come at me who don't even know me.
yeah,
Like, you don't even know me. What are you trying to do here?
yeah. That's why. So not only is protection important, so healing. I wanted to ask you, so who would, because I didn't know this and I was asked, we all have our powers, as men and women, and I've seen women with, like, to me, superpowers. I call them
Hmm.
superpowers anyway. But was your dad extremely powerful?
Yes, he was.
Was it scary a little bit to you
As a
until
kid, it
you
was
understood?
as a kid it was magical, and once I got older in the teenage years, it was scary. My dad could say things and not just say them very gently, and you knew.
Yeah, yeah,
But my mom, that was something to be reckoned with. That was on a whole nother level.
I found the women in this, at this frequency, have a power and ability that can't actually describe it other than to say it is. I call it a superpower because it is too. It's like too powerful almost. Like, it's scary a little bit when it's used
In the
and
wrong way.
channeled
Yeah.
innocently and genuinely, naturally, correctly. But I've also seen it be manipulated,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still powerful. Don't get me wrong. It's bad. It's the power persists regardless of how it's being used. It's super powerful. Um, have you seen? Have you seen it, be manipulated? Have you seen goodness be manipulated and do terrible things too?
Oh, absolutely. Every day you see it. There's people, but not, and I like to say some of them are not aware that they have that power, and that's how they end up misusing it.
Mm. How does how would you say it could be nurtured? Like, like most
Healing.
babies wouldn't know that they're born with power. They're not even aware yet. But
No, they actually are
how did it
more.
get
You are
nurtured?
actually more aware of who you are in those ages up to 6 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
You're more in alignment with the universe and with source in those ages. And that's why nothing can touch you from birth to 6 years old.
That's actually, why do I feel like that's like divine truth? It gave me shivers a little bit here.
Because you
Because I
still
think,
have the primordial waters within you. Your bones are still shaping themselves. Your brain is still growing. You still have your skull still has the cranial suture that's still open. So you're even more
wow.
powerful.
You know what? There was some study, they said a child is fully raised at about 7 years old. Like they are
Hmm.
who they're going to be.
Yes.
They basically know what they're supposed to know somehow. I was like, that's young. Seven. That's, to me, it's still a baby. Still a baby.
It's still a baby, but think about the soul and how powerful that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful for the spirit, the knowledge, the ancestral wisdom that was like bestowed on me to be able to even create like this. um I'm still humbled by it, because just in this conversation with you, and I would like do the repost on YouTube for like more of the world to see. Remember, the world doesn't know me yet. And I say yet because I don't know when the world will. I never want it to be known widely. I was trying to do this stuff in private and in secret, because I was afraid. But you have given me a different perspective, that I wouldn't have without you. That's why I say chosen ones we have to talk. We have to somehow commune, because there's too much power even in these conversations. This conversation here,
Yeah, it is.
like I felt heat. I've had to cut, like it's the winter. It's really cold. Like it might be 14 degrees. I have the AC on because of the heat being generated. Like it's truly divine. What have you learned about me today? Like think about it. We were strangers before we met.
Yes.
In a short while, what have you noticed about me?
I've I've noticed that you are stepping into your Godhead, and that's so beautiful to see. And I can't wait to be a witness to see you step all the way fully into it and embrace it and just let it all flow, because you are a God and you're a creator, and it is just amazing because so many people hide it like you were trying to do. You were trying to hide it, even though the divine wisdom and the ancestral wisdom was pushing you to go ahead, let it go, let it flow. You were trying to hold it back. You're trying to keep those gates closed, but no, they were open them anyway. And you had to go with it. You had to follow it. And you know that you have to stay on that journey that you're on, because that's where you're going to go. You know, this is yours. You're going to be fine. I love your humbleness. It's amazing that you're so grounded and knowing that not to let it affect your ego, and not
Yeah.
feed into that part of it, but enough to keep you motivated and keep you moving forward.
It brought me to tears. Thank you for those kind words, those positive affirming words. It brought me to tears because I was resisting. When I say resisting, with all of me, I tried to not say anything about it. I tried to just operate in privacy and in secrecy. And I was like, I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me. And on Christmas Eve into Christmas morning, I was like, this can help somebody. I cannot keep this to myself. This is for someone to learn about themselves, not the hard way, like maybe I had to, because I wasn't raised in this frequency at all. It was quite the opposite. I was raised in a total opposite frequency, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And to even have achieved this level of frequency is already a great feat.
Yeah.
So now to share it, not only live in real time, but for other people to maybe, like, people have been listening in this entire time. When I look at the analytics on it, it says at 330 people at some point were around this frequency, have at least we're here for a minute or less or more. And I'm thinking to myself, like, everyone isn't supposed to align, so I don't expect millions. I
Right.
don't anticipate millions at this frequency. There's not that many of us to begin with.
No, it's not.
But I am
And everybody is not
extremely
going
grateful.
to. Okay, so everybody's not going to. I'm not going to use this term. How can I say it in a nice way? Everybody's not. It's not for everybody. It's not for
No.
everybody. A lot of people are not aligned with it. A lot of people are not going to take it in and use it the way it needs to be used, and that's okay. That's okay. You reach who you're supposed to reach. You
Yeah.
connect and align with those who you're meant to, and
Yeah.
that's it. You're doing your job.
Yeah. I didn't realize that I didn't know that it didn't take many of us for us to be powerful. Um, it doesn't take 5 of us in a room to change the energy in an entire room. It literally takes just one.
That's right.
Just one of us. And as I'm stepping into this, I'm not afraid anymore because I've been awakened to it. So not only am I not afraid, I'm actually becoming more confident with each stream. The only thing that scares me a little bit is all of the different entities who try to put different claims that I wouldn't put on what I've created. I understand it as universe. I understand it as source. I understand it as frequency. But they try to put other worldly things on it that I can't say I know about all things. So I can't even agree to all things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to keep it as natural and as pure as it was when I created it, because it was meant to be honest. It was meant to be insightful and helpful, but it was not meant to be manipulative or manipulated or tainted. That's the only thing that I would say I'm afraid of, because when people see stuff like this, anything can be turned or used in the opposite frequency. I've seen them turn good to bad easily. Actually, that's pretty scary.
And it's good that you're protecting your space, because if, like you said, if you had these boxes showing that were empty, you'd have probably about 60 people in here right now.
Yep. I hide them on purpose.
Yeah.
Because I want the chosen ones who know. They understand already, so they're not even apprehensive. They'll come in the room and sit in the room. Like, I look at the analytics. There are people that have been here since I first went live when I wasn't even saying anything yet.
Yes.
So that tells me everything that I need to know. And in 2 hours, or in 2 hours and 17 minutes, I can click on it. I don't want to click on it now, but there are people that are here for an hour and a half of that time frame, or almost 2 hours of that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, they were meant to be here. They were meant to receive whatever the message that they were meant to receive. And if they learned anything, I hope they learned something about themselves and they know that this is real. Not only are there other chosen ones, no one's hiding. Technically, we're living in plain sight amongst everyone else in the world. I'm in the big city, so I can't hide if I tried to. One, the city's too big. My family's too large. I have to go outside every day, essentially. I need things to survive as well. But it's comforting to know that not only do we exist, but the power is real, and the universe brought us here. The universe, my ancestors put this inside of thought. The thought moved so fast that this was alive within 4 or 6 hours from nothing but a thought. And now it's a full thing. It's a full thing. And I try to go live to let people know, like, nope, this needs to be done live, because it's suppressed on other platforms. YouTube suppressed me. I think I did like 60,000 views in a day or so. And then it went to zero as if it was banned or shadow banned. And now it's starting to get like 2,000 views every day or 1,000 per day. I'm like, okay, the frequency, they're blocking it
Yeah,
intentionally, because conflict and chaos does get favorited and promoted by the algorithms.
it does. And you
That's the
see that
scary part.
everywhere on every platform where they're getting all these viewerships and stuff because it's just pure chaos. It's just pure chaos. People like to see misery loves company, I guess.
Yeah.
People like to see that dysfunction and that crazy chaos going on. They like it. They feed off of it.
They've tainted everything. They've tainted marriage. They've tainted the division, or excuse me, the unities that's supposed to be between a man and a woman. They've like tried to downplay divine masculine. That's what I call a man standing in his glory and in his
Yeah.
power. That's a divine masculine man. They're calling it toxic somehow. They're trying to turn the women into dark feminine women when a divine feminine woman is the most powerful being in the cosmos, if you ask me.
Yes.
Why would you want to be less than divine? So darkness will never be stronger than divinity. Like I know this already. I've seen it with my own eyes, but I see them try to twist every naturally powerful and beautiful thing into something lower.
Yeah. That's their goal. That's their goal.
They're truly the rival. Like literally, evil is the arch nemesis of good, and it's permanent. It's like a permanent conflict.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's permanent. It's not going anywhere. I just want people to know, like, if you're just tuning in and you're hearing anything, goodness prevails no matter what. No matter what. It might seem like evil is winning. I wouldn't agree to that. That's not what I see. That's not what I know. I see goodness prevailing everywhere. And I think the collective is drawing like now people are calling out their own traumas in themselves, in their friend groups, in their family dynamics, and in all things. People are starting to say, no, bad is bad, good is good, right is right, wrong is wrong. And I'm actually happy because this is the first time in my life that I'm seeing it on a large scale.
Yeah.
This is the first time where I can admit, like my feed or my algorithm, it shows me like meditation. I see like 428 hertz frequencies, the God frequencies, chakra resets, healing frequencies. So like my feed isn't toxic because I don't search anything negative. I don't engage with anything low vibrational. And people don't realize that they have to detox. You can reset your social media feeds. You can reset all of them into a higher frequency. But if you're aligning with your own inner turmoil and chaos, if you had a bad breakup, maybe you're going to think that men are bad. And then you're going to see nothing but reaffirming things, telling you and reminding you just how bad men can be, even though that does not represent all men. Right?
That's so true.
It's crazy. And it's algorithmic. And because now I understand programming, now I understand the algorithms. They want people to search for their own pain, and they want them to find it. And then they keep feeding it to them on repeat forever until they break the loop.
Yes, that is
And most people can't break the loop. They literally cannot break out of their own turmoil. Like I don't seek the lower vibration of me. I know it. I don't seek it. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. And that's why I built this tool so that people can learn about themselves. What is your shadow? What is your, how are you being tested in this field? And there's 3 fields in the tool: morning, noon, and night. I didn't put the time of birth and the birth chart yet because a lot of people don't know when they were born.
And
and
that's
I didn't know that.
mind-boggling. How can you not know what time you were born? I don't know. I don't know. Like, have you looked at your birth certificate and seen, not the birth certificate they give you when you get it from the vital records, but the very first one that your mother gets when she gives birth to you.
So
And I'm not giving any credence to the birth certificate itself, but just to see
yeah.
for information and for data, the time of your birth, you know?
Yeah, some people, so some municipalities, and I learned this. I said, if nothing becomes of this tool, right? If nothing becomes of it, I want one thing out of everything else. I want all birth certificates to have the time of birth on them, because even mine, it does not have a time. It doesn't even have the time of day. It doesn't say he was born in the morning, at night. It just
Really?
says that I was born on July 25th, 1987. That's it. Tells me what
Wow.
county, tells me what city, what state, my mom's name, my dad's name, and nothing else. And it has
Wow.
like the stamp or the seal of the state or something like that as an official record.
Hmm.
But if nothing becomes of it, I wish for everyone, like I literally want the tool to give you what time were you born. I want that. Everyone should know that. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be a guess. Like it shouldn't be a guess because we know that time is a construct and there's a clock everywhere.
Yes.
As soon as the baby is out before the cutting of the umbilical cord, which probably shouldn't be cut in the first place, should just like let it drain and
Yeah.
completely pump and stop pulsating, and then we're okay, maybe. But we should know the time of our birth because that would make the tool even more personal and actually exceptional, in my opinion. Because
The birth certificate when I was born in the generation I was born in, the birth certificate, I look at my birth certificate compared to my children's birth certificates, and I see that their birth certificate is so small and has just a limited amount of information.
hmm
My birth certificate is like a long form. It's got all kinds of information. It's insane. I was like, oh, they switched up on everybody. I understand why you younger people don't have that
yeah.
information because they started cutting it. I don't know when they
Look,
started doing it,
I
but I know
think they
when
don't want us to have it. So,
right, they
in
don't.
my opinion, so like I'm 1987. There's kids in my family, all of them that were born, like all the Gen Z
Hmm.
and the younger ones than that, the little digitals. They're like second and third graders now. They have no information
Yeah.
other than their given name and their parents' name, the city, state, and hospital. There is nothing else on there. I was like, this is systemic.
Sometimes they don't even have the hospital.
Sometimes it does not have the hospital. That's why I said it's systemic. There's the powers that be or whoever runs hospitals, whoever governs these entities, these businesses. Why don't they want us to know ourselves? Why don't they want us to teach our children who they are from birth? You know what a natal chart teaches you? Everything.
Everything.
Everything. You'll never wonder who you are. You'll know. And you
You'll
can be
know.
raised in that knowingness. Imagine
Yes.
being raised knowing exactly who you are from birth. That's
Yes.
a very, very powerful baby at that point.
Yes. Yes.
That might be a little goddess or a little god right there. And that's
Hmm.
being stripped because they're taking away the information and now they're leaving it to chance, memory, and guessing. And that'll never be accurate. If
Yeah.
grandma says I was born at 9:15 and mom says it was like 9:35, those are two totally different things on that natal chart. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
totally different destiny almost.
It is.
And
You get
that's what I
pieces of the
want.
information. Yeah, you get a piece of the information. My daughter had asked me one time, "What time was I born?" And I was like, "Is it not on your birth certificate?" She's like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, hold on, let me get my journal." Get my journal. You were
Yep.
born 6:35 in the morning.
Yep.
You wrote it down. I was like, yeah,"
Yeah.
because that is
And
not only a reflection of how the day you were born. It was the day I gave birth to you.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's a part of my chart and my information as well, not just
See,
yours.
you have oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have met you. I'm so happy. We have to stay somehow in touch, because I'm on my journey, and I've gone through a lot on this journey. I've been awakened to things that I would have never known ever.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I want the information restored. I want the balance restored. And the balance is, a parent can raise their child in the way that they should go, but from the information that they have. And if we're taking information in this American society, we're literally we're causing division at birth. We're not empowering our new Americans. A brand new American baby born today still won't know what time they were born unless some family member kept the time record.
Yep.
Because it's not going to be on the birth certificate in most of the country. By the way, this isn't unique to me. This has been going on before I was born. Like your birth, like my mom's birth certificate, I saw it. I was like, why? When did they change that?
Exactly.
And why is it different? Like, what are the reasons? And no one's asking those questions. Why aren't we lobbying for that? They're lobbying all these things in Congress and stuff, but why aren't they giving us the information that we're supposed to have? And why did they take it from us in the first place? Those are the questions I'm asking.
That was a twofold reason for that. I think one of it is the fact they want to limit the information you have so you don't get access to finding out who you are and your star chart, your natal chart.
Yep.
And there's also defining the power that is dormant within you because you don't know who you are because you didn't get the full picture.
You didn't get the full picture, so you never got
right.
So you're literally starting off with the cup half empty because it's certainly not half full. They've taken from it already.
Yes,
they've diluted it already, and then after that comes indoctrination. And
then there's also the money grab because you can pay to get that information from the Office of Personnel Management.
Yep.
So, it's about they're gonna take from you some more.
Yep, they're gonna keep taking until you're depleted.
Yep.
And now we're in scarcity, and we know what that breeds. We know what fear and scarcity breeds.
Yes.
Where did you say that people can get you said the Office
of Personnel Management?
The Office of Personnel Management. I may build that into the tool so that they'll at least know that they can get that information, so that they can maybe have their actual star chart done, and maybe I can probably, I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure that with the ancestral downloads I've already had, that may be in version 1.2. I'm on version 1.1 of it now, and as powerful as it is, the demo is there. It exists for if you want to check the demo out. But I'm so ready to give this information that I'll even say this too. There have been forces of nature that would not want me to continue this journey.
I wouldn't call them forces of nature because nature is balance.
Yeah.
So I would say forces in nature.
Yeah, forces in nature, because they don't want me to continue it. There's been a lot of things that would cause me to stop, actually. And when I say stop, I mean give up, stop.
Right.
Completely. That's why I learned how to do this from my phone. I don't need a computer anymore. I can do it from my phone. I don't need
going to add the longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
Well, they give you just because most people don't even know what that is either. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
They don't really teach that in school no more.
Yep.
So you put in their city and state.
Yep.
And your app would, automatically bring up the longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
Of the city, state they were born.
Yeah. Because
that can give
I can do that.
Because some people are born and they can't break those generational curses because they're stuck in that same area.
Yeah.
They need to relocate out of that area to a place where it's more growing and nurturing for their frequency.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the reasons I moved from my hometown, Chicago. I think in the last 15 years, I've only lived in two places, New York and Minnesota. And Minnesota was the most natural environment for me to not just grow or survive, but to thrive
Yes.
in. And I couldn't believe it. And New York was another one, but it was more upstate New York. And
Mhm.
I decided to come back to my hometown because I needed, like, your hometown can give you what, like, you literally need. Like, my family and friends, seeing them at stores and just
Mhm.
randomly, like, happenstance, just out and about. It's some of the most beautiful stuff ever. Like, hey, I went to school with you. We used to chant your name at some of the games. Just random. Those interactions are like food for the soul almost. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, I'm gonna end up ending the live. I'm gonna try to go get some lunch. But when I say I appreciate you, thank you
Thank you for
so much.
having me. And we're
Thank
going
you
to stay in
so much for
touch,
joining
and
in.
I'll be on your live showing you some support and love.
Yes, I appreciate you so much, and I'll be trying to go live multiple times a day because it's
Okay.
3 times a day. It's morning, noon, and night. So the
Okay.
morning field ends at 11:59. So we're actually in the afternoon field now. And as soon as I end the live, I'm gonna send you your snapshots. You're gonna see exactly what I was reading,
Oh, awesome.
because
Thank
it
you.
generates. It's like a digital receipt, so you can keep track of what you're learning about your own shadows and your own tests that are on you.
Nice. I like that.
All right. Well,
Okay,
until
then
next
that's all.
time.
But I have so much I want to talk to you about anyway about the that you can add to that app.
Oh, feel free. When I say
Yeah.
I'm an open book, you can message me. I am a real person. I'm a real human being. Uh, nothing can stop the connection at this point.
Mm, that's right.
Okay, because we're now connected. So
That's right.
I'm here. I will not be hiding or running away.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you have
Okay.
a
Well, take care, and
wonderful
I'll be
day.
DMing you as soon as the live is over. So we'll
Okay.
even be connected there too.
Awesome. All right,
Okay.
you
Take
stay
care
safe
now.
out there.
All
Have a
right. You
good day.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye.